Hey everyone, thanks for supporting us with your likes on the last few videos. Today's goal is 60 likes. It motivates us and keeps the Dragon Ball community active. That said, let's get to the video.
It had been a few years since the last events. Due to this, we are on the planet of the god Beerus. Since this time, Goku had gone to train with his two children on the planet of the god Beerus. Hi Whis, a long time no see. I wanted to know if you could help me train. I have been able to master the Ultra Instinct in its entirety, but I would like my children to be able to become warriors of great powers. How long, Mr. Goku? And of course, there's no problem. Beerus is asleep right now, but I guess there is no problem that I start training them. So, let's get started. That sounds great to me, Whis, but I want Gohan and Goten to increase their powers in the same way. Although Gohan has a state that resembles the power of the Super Saiyan Blue, Goten has not been able to access the Super Saiyan 3. That is not a problem at all, Mr. Goku. So you neglect, but you have a great base in your power. You do not need me to train you, so now you can even meditate with the purpose of having the Ultra Instinct as your base state. Okay, Whis, I appreciate it very much, but in that case, I would go to planet Earth to be able to train with Vegeta, since I have never liked training alone. I understand, Mr. Goku, there is no problem. If any situation or something similar happens, I will be communicating with this, Mr. Goku. Goku, using teleportation, would arrive on planet Earth, realizing that even Vegeta was granting a training to his son Trunks. Wow, this did not expect it. The Prince of the Saiyans training his dear son. What do you think if we all train together, Vegeta? Do not bother, Insect, since I am training Trunks to be able to completely overshadow Goten and Gohan. He will be the next most powerful Saiyan of all the 12 universes. I am sure that he will be able to achieve the state of the Mega Instinct. Do not say stupid things, Vegeta. Even for Whis that is impossible, since you can only access the Mega Instinct through a fusion. That a warrior does it on his own is practically unreal. Vegeta, without giving importance to Goku's words, would continue with his son's training on the gravity machine. Due to this, Goku would go to the mountains. Meanwhile, returning to the planet of Beerus, Whis, before starting with the training, would give them knowledge about the basic principles of energy. I have always intended to train them, since I am sure that you are capable of even becoming much more powerful than Mr. Goku, because you are hybrids between humans and Saiyans. Thanks to that, you get the best out of each race. With all due respect, Whis, from my point of view, we are at a disadvantage. Of course, with any other race, it was completely different, but the Saiyans are a warrior race, unlike humans. Due to that, our potential is greatly reduced. I must confess that you have a great point in favor. For that reason, you have not been able to increase your powers in a great way, but there is something that humans have that the Saiyans do not know. All the Saiyans never train due to the high power with which they are born. But for that very reason, if a much more powerful race appears, it's capable of fully doubling them, unlike humans who train every day of their lives. This conclusion would make Gohan very thoughtful, but it was taken out of his thoughts by balancing against both brothers. Whis, containing himself, but in the same way taking them to the limit of their abilities, was able to connect them with extreme blows, which would cause both humans to be on the ground on the verge of losing knowledge. To be the first day of their training, they have been able to withstand several of the blows, but I wish that they strive to the limit, since it does not matter that they have the best teacher-mentor. If they are not able to take their body to the limit, they will not be able to have good results. Whis began to approach the Saiyans while he healed each and every one of his wounds with the help of his severed. So, approximately 2 months of training passed, but despite being a short period of time, Goten was able to reach the state of a god. That's right, Goten was able to access the original Super Saiyan God. Wow, so this is the power of the Saiyan God. I feel like my whole body is full of incredible power, but I know that I can become much more powerful. Of course it can become much more powerful. That power is only the basis of everything it will achieve, because when you access the state of a god, a great barrier of power is completely destroyed. Likewise, the knowledge is immeasurable, but I know that both have enough capacity to have total control of their powers. In this short period of time, I have not been able to obtain a new transformation, but I have been able to dominate the beast state completely. Now, I am able to access my transformation without the need for a detonator. It's time to have a little fight. I want you to attack me with all your powers. Do not contain yourselves, since in a real battle, the slightest carelessness is capable of even ending your existence." Both warriors launched against Whis, but the result was the same, since they were not able to connect a single blow. On the other hand, Whis, with some elegant movements, managed to generate great damage to their entire body, making them fall to the base of the planet on multiple occasions, spitting large amounts of blood. Although they have been able to increase their powers in a great way, they are still far from the true power of the gods of destruction. Even they have a long way to go if they want to be a worthy successor of their father. While Goten was lying on the ground, a great power began to emanate from his entire body, which would attract the attention of both Bohan and Whis. Goten, releasing a great scream, would likewise achieve that an incredible blue aura would arise throughout the planet of Beerus. So, the frustration of not being a worthy successor of Son Goku has been able to actually achieve that even his son take his body to the limit, managing to access the Super Saiyan Blue. But it doesn't matter if your hair color is red or blue. The result will be the same. Goten, without saying a word, launched himself against Whis, but no matter how great his efforts were, he continued to be unable to connect a single blow, while the body of the little Saiyan began to suffer the great load of power throughout his body. It will be better for him to stop, since it is wise to know when we are not able to defeat our enemies. Do not let anger be able to control him. So he continues to use all that great power and could even explode into pieces. Goten did not understand a word. He only continued to attack incessantly. Due to this, Whis, with a quick movement in his neck, would manage to leave him out of combat. That has been all for today. They are capable of releasing much more power, but nothing helps them to elevate their powers much more if they are not able to control it. Goten in that transformation had too many weak points, but the most notorious was his lack of control. Whis would turn his back on Goten, while Whis' baculum would rise in the middle of both, managing to heal his wounds. Goten would return to his base state, holding his brother in his arms, marching towards Beerus' palace to rest. Although they are not able to compare themselves in the slightest with my power, I am surprised at the progress they have made in these few months, since even Mr. Goku and Vegeta did not manage to dominate the divine energy even in the first 6 months, while Goku's children have achieved it in a third of the time that their father. The next day, Whis was waiting for them in the training field with the intention of continuing with his great training. But this time, when the three of them got into combat pose, a challenging and confident look was released from the brother duo. What happened? I don't know where they get so much confidence from. Yesterday, I was able to crush them completely, but it doesn't matter what they have planned, it will be useless to them. Goten would access the Super Saiyan Blue without any difficulty, surprising Whis a bit. Wow, I didn't expect this. Although I am able to notice the energy wear on his body, it is incredible that he is able to achieve that transformation. All this would pass through his mind. At the moment, Gohan's aura would grow throughout the planet of the god Beerus, but Gohan's power this time released a few rays all around him, while a smile was drawn on his face. "We are ready, Whis, so let's start with the training." Both brothers, without letting Whis answer, threw themselves at each other. But this time, something had changed, since despite having a greater power than the day before, they were able to have their emotions under control, achieving that Whis uses a little more of his immeasurable power. Although they were not able to connect any blow to him, they did not receive gravity attacks, having their mind much clearer. Whis at that moment would stretch one of his hands, giving the signal that the fight had ended. I don't know what you have done in a single night, but the coordination they had has increased by at least 40%. Keep it up. I'm sure that if they continue with this rhythm of training, they will be worthy successors of Mr. Goku. Goten, upon hearing this, would get much more excited, releasing a power far beyond his limits. That's right, Goten was able to release power according to his emotions, which was typical of a Saiyan, but not in large proportions. Due to this, a great tremor was felt throughout the planet of the god Beerus, causing him to wake up very upset. What the hell is going on my planet? Who has been that damned brainless worm who has been able to interrupt my dream? I don't care who it is, I swear I'll end his life right now. Beerus would observe both Saiyans moving at great speed against each other, hitting each of them with a blow, but the power he had used was amazing. so much so that he had crashed them into multiple mountains on his planet. "Hey, Whis, what's going on? Since when did my planet become a tourist destination for some Saiyan kids? I hope you have a good answer, otherwise I will end the lives of both, and I don't care if Son Goku gets angry." "Beerus, due to the fact that we have trained Mr. Goku and Vegeta, I have taken the courage to accept training Son Goku's children. But if in the future there is a new tournament, we could be prepared with warriors of great powers." Beerus was a bit thoughtful, but at that moment he would get much more excited. "Oh no, no, Whis, I won't allow it. Goku was the best friend of the great Zeno-sama. If they want to change the gods, even these Saiyans was able to replace me. I can't allow that, Whis, so definitely not." "Of that you have nothing to fear, Beerus, because the heart of both Saiyans is as pure as Son Goku's, so I highly doubt that they will be able to accept the position of the god of destruction, so don't worry, sir." Beerus began to think as he walked through the same place. "Okay, Whis, I'll trust you, but please don't let anything happen that I have mentioned to you, since I don't know what I would do if they removed me from my position." Being immortal again. Beerus was much more upset, but at the moment of observing how Goten's aura was rising throughout his planet, a great emotion began to grow inside him, since Beerus had not fought in a long time. Due to this situation, Beerus's battle instinct awakened more frequently. "You bastard Saiyans, what do you think if you have a fight against me? If you are able to do anything against me or hit me in the face, I will allow you to continue with your training. But if not, leave my planet." Beerus with a big smile was confident, but he was not able to react. He only saw Goten in front of him with a great fury in his gaze, connecting the first blow to Beerus's face, throwing him to the opposite end of the planet. "No, Goten, stop. We are not able to compare ourselves to the power of Beerus, so it will be better if we apologize to him, since otherwise he will end our lives. Do not do a stupidity that you may regret in the future." Goten once again let himself be carried away by his fury. Without waiting for Beerus to recover from the blow, he would strike with great power. However, while a few drops of blood came out of Beerus's mouth, this event would irritate him too much. "I don't know who you think you are, damned brat, but I will not allow a simple worm Saiyan to be able to do this to me, so get ready." Beerus would close his fist, and with great power, he would manage to send Goten flying hundreds of meters back. Due to this, Gohan's great power was released throughout the battlefield. "Beerus, we are sorry."
"I apologize on behalf of my brother, but please, Goten has been able to connect the blow to his face, as you have said." Beerus, without saying a word, would throw a great weight against Gohan, but with the training he had received, he was able to deflect it, managing to explode at the top of the planet while changing his gaze to a much more serious one. "I definitely didn't want us to have to solve our conflicts this way, but I won't let you be able to end my brother's life, so get ready." Gohan on this occasion began to approach Beerus while all his power overflowed from his body. At the moment of being face to face, both held hands, beginning to employ pure physical strength. Due to this, the entire base of the planet began to completely destroy itself, as well as a few lightning bolts fell through the place. "You have great physical strength, but that won't be enough for you to be able to do something against me. I am a god of destruction." Beerus, with a swift movement, would connect a blow to Gohan's face, which would make him fall to the ground, generating an incredible devastation all over the place. Goten, who would observe how his brother would fall to the ground in such a powerful way, a great heat began to liberate his entire body. Of this he would notice Whis. Is that what he created? I highly doubt that his youngest son manages to reach the state that even Son Goku has had years of training. In fact, even to gods who, despite having trained for millions of years, have not achieved it. Goten began to walk all over the place, while his hair turned black and silver, since this time he was unable to access the perfect Ultra Instinct. "Stop hurting my brother. If you are a god as you claim to be, you should keep your word, but you are a damn liar." Beerus would return to observe Goten, noticing the heat that liberated his entire body. His look of amazement was evident. A simple child who achieves the state that complicates all gods was complete madness, since Goten would scream loudly when he observed that his brother was vomiting large amounts of blood all over the place.
I swear I won't forgive you. I don't care if you're a god. I'll make you pay for everything you've done to my brother." Goten's hair would turn completely silver while his aura spread throughout Universe 7. That's right, a new warrior who achieved the Ultra Instinct had been born. This essence was perceived even on planet Earth by Goku and Vegeta, who were both training. What? Who is releasing all this power, since it reminds me of the same essence that when Kakaroto achieved the Ultra Instinct in the Power Tournament? Wow, I can't believe Goten was able to achieve the Ultra Instinct. We must go to Beerus's planet to find out what's going on. I'll go with you, Kakaroto, since I want to see with my own eyes what you're saying. I highly doubt that Goten is able to access a state that even the gods find complicated. Goku, along with Vegeta, would arrive at Beerus's planet, being surprised to realize how Goten and Beerus exchanged hundreds of blows all over the place, while Whis, for his part, would heal the wounds that Beerus had caused Gohan. Whis, what happened? How has Goten been able to access the Ultra Instinct? I still can't understand it. Beerus left Gohan in deplorable conditions. Because of that, Goten manages to access the state of the Ultra Instinct, but I don't quite understand it, since the Ultra Instinct is a state of calm, not a state of anger. That's what I think. Both warriors would separate, staring at each other, but before they were able to say anything, a great ray of energy was able to pierce Beerus's chest and Goku's chest. Due to that deadly attack, both warriors would fall to the ground as their powers began to diminish rapidly. What? What happened? I haven't been able to see anything at all. Goten would fall to the ground out of unconscious combat due to the excess energy he had used against Beerus. However, from all of Beerus's body, a great light would rise everywhere, while Beerus's power would once again be felt throughout Universe 7, but his appearance had changed a bit. If it weren't for Grand Priest, Beerus would have died completely, since all the 12 gods and angels we possess have the flame of eternal energy inside us. That energy is capable of bringing us back to life for a single occasion. Heal Whis, since otherwise he will not be able to survive. Who was the bastard who attacked Betrayal? Whis would try to help Goku, but it was in vain, since Goku's soul had been completely fragmented. However, in a large golden platform, a beautiful woman with a back could be seen, making Goku's soul appear in front of her. The Great Golden Platform, or even also known as the Golden Wing, was the place where the most iconic beings of all time lay. The first priestess, along with the mother of Zeno, realized how a great negative entity had enveloped both universes, of which they managed to protect with great effort. Wow, apparently you were right. My son has been totally corrupted by that damned energy, but we are still unable to know where that great amount of damned energy comes from. If everything continues like this, the two universes for which we almost died will disappear. You're right, but you and I are the most powerful beings of all that is currently created, and with my power to see the future, this Saiyan that we have here will be able to overcome all barriers and even achieve the state of the Ultra Instinct Silver. That's crazy, but I don't doubt your premonitions, since everything you've been able to inform me has happened. But first, we must break the seals that attack has been able to generate in your soul. Apparently, the pure heart of Grand Priest has changed greatly. What cruel way to eliminate a mortal. The priestess, along with the mother of Zeno, began to channel a great amount of energy with the intention of eliminating all the seals that had been placed on her soul. Grand Priest's technique was so special that in case of not being able to finish off his enemy, he created multiple seals all over his body to make him a zombie at his disposal. Meanwhile, on the planet of the god Beelzebub, between a large curtain of smoke, an imposing warrior began to approach. That's right, it was a warrior with a Saiyan look, but the color of his body was that of the angels. Even Whis would put a serious expression, because inside that warrior there was a large amount of angelic energy. But I also have the abilities of a Saiyan. The only thing I can say is that it's a hybrid between an angel and a Saiyan. The warrior with a completely black garment would show himself in front of everyone, but before being able to say anything, a great purple aura would rise everywhere. Throughout the planet of the god Beelzebub, due to the seal of eternal energy that had been activated inside him, even managing to access a new state thanks to the seal of eternal energy. But after a few seconds, the great amount of energy would decrease, which would allow a new Beelzebub to be observed. His appearance was much more imposing. Like his simple aura, he managed to disintegrate multiple planets near his entire universe. Beelzebub would take a few steps forward, facing forward. I don't know who the hell you are, or if you are a hybrid between an angel and a Saiyan. I, Beelzebub, the most powerful god among the 12 universes, will end your damned existence. I will not forgive you for having attacked my life, much less for ending the life of my best warrior. You are not a Saiyan, since Saiyans always fight head-on. I don't care what you think of me, or if you are proud or not. I had only one mission, to kill the god of Universe 7 and the mortal Son Goku. But I even have a mission in the background, which is to kill Whis in case he interferes with my mission. So Whis, I recommend you not to make any stupid move. Even though you are one of the most powerful angels, you have no chance against me. Apparently, you are a hybrid, as I assumed. But which of my brothers or sisters has been able to have a child with a mortal? From the research I have done a few years ago, the only existing Saiyans inhabit the universes 6 and 7. But I doubt that my beloved sister has gotten involved with a Saiyan. Beerus, without expecting anything, would throw a big blow, but despite the overwhelming power, the warrior would not move from place, receiving the blow of Beerus without immobilizing. Because of this, the present were surprised. Mr. Vegeta, access your maximum power. I want you to grant me 3 minutes, since I have to raise my power to the maximum. But even with my maximum power, I do not think I will be able to defeat this subject, so I will use the last method. Vegeta would access the Ultra Ego maximum power, placing himself next to Beerus. The warrior in front of them would give a big smile, while a great laugh was heard all over the planet of Beerus. A few rays were released around him. It makes no sense for me to hide my identity from you. You are right, I am a hybrid, but I am not a hybrid of a simple angel and a Saiyan. I am the creation of Grand Priest. He has even used the blood of Son Goku along with the blood of himself. Being Priest and Son Goku, the mortal most powerful of all the 12 universes, my power is unreal. I have no opponent. What did he say? I can't believe it. What was the reason why my father wants to create a being with this power? Is he preparing to eradicate the great Zeno? I'm not able to understand it, but I won't let you get away with it. Beerus, along with Vegeta, would watch each other while they both threw themselves against their enemy. For his part, Whis would approach Son Goku's body while extracting a little of his blood. I'm sorry to desecrate your body this way, Mr. Goku, but I won't be able to defeat this subject if it's not with your help, so I will also use my forbidden technique, and with the help of your blood, my power will increase in amazing ways. Whis would instantly drink Son Goku's blood. Because of this, a great pain was felt all over his body, falling to the ground as hundreds of purple rays were released all around him. But as all this passed, his appearance began to change, as his power grew in an incredible way throughout Universe 7. Beerus, along with Vegeta, would not be able to do absolutely anything against the creation of Grand Priest. No, damn it! Despite having achieved this new power, I can't believe I'm not able to do anything to this damn thing. Beerus, but we must endure a little more. I'm sure that with the help of Whis, we will be able to defeat this miserable worm good for nothing. I don't know, Vegeta. I've never felt an energy with which this subject emanates. What happened? Have they already given up? I haven't even attacked you with 20% of all my power, since I've tried to use his own power. Beerus, upset by the arrogance of his enemy, would join his hands, charging a tiny attack, but regardless of its size, it would achieve that his entire planet would shudder in an incredible way. And without thinking twice about the consequences it would cause to throw such power, it would throw it at his enemy. That attack, being so tiny, had an unreal displacement speed. But when it was a few meters away, it would get bigger, generating an incredible attack with multiple rays throughout the base of the attack. Beerus would instantly fall to the ground on his knees due to the incredible speed of the attack. He had used a large part of all his power. My body hurts so much. I have not been able to control all this power, much less to throw all those large amounts of power. But among all the flames that rose from the place, a silhouette began to be observed. No, that guy is a damn monster. We will not be able to do anything against him. He was even able to withstand his attack and walk out as if nothing. I definitely do not know how we can defeat this damn monster. Beerus would stand up once again with his typical expression of confidence, but his legs trembled with the intention of standing. No, damn it, since I have no energy left to fight, but I have not thought of lowering my head against this miserable subject. I am the great Beerus, so if I have to die, I will do it with my head up. I will not lower my head against this damn guy. Apparently, it is time to end the life of you two. You have not been able to serve me as a warm-up, but it is time to end your suffering. The warrior would create 4 spears in his hands, throwing them at both already weakened warriors, who accepted their fate. However, at that moment, a new warrior would appear in front of them, stopping the multiple attacks with each of his arms. That's right, Whis was able to assimilate Son Goku's blood inside him, and realizing that they were 4 attacks of great power, he was able to generate 2 limbs, managing to destroy 3 of his attacks while keeping 1 attack in his hand. You are a very powerful warrior, but we are not weak at all. So at this precise moment, you will face yourself like this. If my father dared to create a hybrid warrior between an angel and a Saiyan, I have become a hybrid in the same way to face you. It does not matter how much you try, or even if you have become a hybrid, you will not be able to do anything against me.
Since the power capacity you have compared to that of Grand Priest is abysmal. Maybe you're right, but that's not why I'll let you finish off the beings that are on this planet. I was not able to defend Mr. Goku, but no one else will die today. Well, so apparently I have one more mission, which is to end Whis' life in case he gets in my way. This will be a lot more fun. Whis would adopt a battle pose while his enemy would put his hands on his back. Whis, a little annoyed, swung against his enemy, but despite not using his hands, he had released much more power. Thanks to this, he was able to face Whis without the need to use his arms. Even Whis will not be able to defeat him. We will have to leave to regroup and form a plan, since only this Grand Priest plot is big. Meanwhile, on the golden platform, Goku was able to wake up thanks to the help of the priestess and the mother of Zeno-sama, who managed to remove all the seals successfully, which even gave the Lady Grand Priest that Goku had died successfully. Where am I? What has happened? I was on Beerus's planet watching how my little son Goten achieved the Ultra Instinct. 2 silhouettes could be seen between a large layer of dust. Who is it? Do you know where I am? I don't remember anything at all. You have nothing to worry about, since we were the ones who saved you. You died from a big surprise attack, but being a power of the highest level, you could not bear it. Because of this, you died instantly, but before your soul was completely disintegrated, we were able to save you. The clarification that Goku had received would leave him very surprised. What? How is it possible? But why would a warrior want to end my life? Stop asking questions and just answer this. Are you willing to become much more powerful to be able to be the savior of all the 12 universes? We cannot deny what has happened, but we can act in a different way. We cannot change the past, but we can act in a different way. Goku's look would change in determination while he stood up. Of course I will be able to become much more powerful. No matter who or what my enemy is, I will be able to defeat him and protect all my loved ones.
If that has been your answer, we will start with the training of the Golden Platform, the training capable of turning a mortal into the legendary Silver Ultra Instinct. Multiple chains was formed in the hand of the priestess, just as the chains would completely envelop Goku, beginning to drain all his mortal power. What are you doing to me? I feel like my power is beginning to decrease rapidly. I had understood that you would help me to overcome all my limits, but you are only stealing my powers. The mother of Zeno-sama would approach Goku, putting a hand on his cheek. We do not want to hurt you. We really want you to be the savior of all that exists. Please trust us. My Koshin is usually cold, but she is a great teacher. The words of that woman were able to reassure Goku, but on the back of the priestess, 2 spheres of energy was formed. These 2 spheres represent the power you possess inside you, which means that there are 2 energies inside you. Because of that, you are not capable of having a massive increase of power, since mortal and divine energy are increased separately. But with the help of the Golden Platform, you will be able to unify their energies. What my Koshin means is that in this place, you will become an authentic god. Thanks to this, your body will have the same source of energy. Or rather, you will continue to have both energy spheres, but both will be divine energy. Goku, while he was chained, would give a look of determination and confidence. I have not understood what they have tried to tell me, but I know that I will be able to become much more powerful, so I do not care what the training is. I swear that I will be the savior of both universes, so let's start whenever you want. The priestess would give a big smile while crossing her arms. That is the determination that I like, since a warrior dies when his own determination is completely crushed. But as long as his determination remains firm, that warrior will be able to stand up again whenever necessary. A great power began to run through the chains that tied Goku. Because of this, Goku would access the ultimate perfect instinct, while a great pain was released all around him. My Koshin, are you sure Goku will bear all that power? It's his first day of training. We must start little by little, since in case of exceeding his limits, even if he does not have his physical body, his soul will be affected. Please, I know that you are the first creator of all that exists, but please trust me. I was your most faithful and loyal priestess. I would never do anything that goes against your plans. But this warrior has enough potential to endure this and more. Returning to the planet of Beerus, the battle between Whis and a creation of Tenshinhan would continue, but despite spending a few hours, the warrior in front of them had incredible skill in the battlefield. However, Whis, being a guardian angel, managed to follow in his footsteps, but he was not able to connect effective blows against him, unlike the warrior, who in each exchange of blows managed to generate great damage. I did not think you was able to compare yourself with all this power, but I have one last chance. If this is not able to beat you, definitely I don't know what it will be able to achieve. Whis expelling a great power would destroy the very base of the entire planet, while 2 more extremities would appear again while preparing to attack. Wow, so apparently you have interesting techniques, but it doesn't matter. If you multiply your extremities by 100 times, you will not be able to beat me. We will only discover that when we fight. Whis would swing against his enemy, knowing that he did not have the time necessary to lengthen the battle. Whis's fists moved at an impressive speed, which gave the impression that he had about 10 arms. But despite his incredible speed, the creation of Tenshinhan was able to dodge all and each of his blows. Meanwhile, in a large golden room, Tenshinhan could be seen in the center of that large palace, while a smile was drawn on his face. At last, Son Goku has died. In my plans, I also wanted that miserable god Beerus to die too. But it doesn't matter, since the main problem was Goku. I do not want Whis to die, but if he clings to protect some mere mortals, there is no other alternative. Tenshinhan would return to the planet of Zeno-sama, beginning to walk through the corridors of the entire kingdom. Meanwhile, on the golden platform, a few years had already passed in which Goku was still chained. But this time, he was lying on the ground completely, trying to destroy the chains that tied him. His movements were abrupt, as if he were a real beast. Mikoshin, I know that you are the priestess and you are in charge of Goku's training, but are you sure all this is correct? Have you been able to release the darkest instinct of the Saiyans, the instinct of the Ozaru? And so I am able to notice he does not care about generating damage, he just wants to get rid of the chains. Do not worry, I have never failed in one of my trainings, and even though I only train Ten Shin Khan, being my great-grandfather, I have no intention of letting this mortal get out of control. He must be the guardian and savior of everything created. You and I know that we do not have much time left, so we must risk everything. I understand, Mikoshin, but I cannot bear to see living beings suffer. Although I know this will be part of your training, I do not want him to suffer anymore. Please remove the chains that hold him. He has already been able to completely eliminate his mortal energy. Son Goku has been able to eliminate the mortal energy. Now inside him, the two energies exist. They are divine energy. But if he is not able to control his most primitive state, he will not be able to dominate the power beyond the Ultra Instinct, the power of the Silver Ultra Instinct, so he must have 100% control of his emotions. The mother of Zeno-sama would turn her back on the priestess as she marched away from the place, like multiple roars were released all over the place, while Goku tried to get rid of all the chains. Because of this, Mikoshin would approach Goku by connecting a big blow to the center of his chest. The pain was agonizing for Goku, but he would manage to regain consciousness a little by observing the face of the annoying priestess. What the hell are you supposed to be doing? Are you going to let yourself be controlled by the most primitive instincts of the Saiyans? You have to protect all 12 universes. If you are not able to have full control of your power, you are nothing more than a simple mortal good for nothing. You will not even be able to protect your family or friends. Mikoshin stretched out one of his hands while a large golden powder was released on Goku's face. That golden powder would enter Goku's system, leaving him unconscious and returning to the battlefield. Whis was completely defeated by the creation of Grand Priest. I must admit that your technique was excellent, but it is not enough to defeat the perfect creation. I would have liked you to be able to observe what would happen from now on, but it is not something that my creator wants, so die. The warrior would raise his hands, forming a gigantic energy sphere, throwing it at the already weakened warriors. Damn it, I'm sorry, Lord Goku. Although I used the power of his blood, I was not able to do anything. I thought I was able to face this guy with his power, but I have been able to send his children very far from here. They are the last hope. The energy sphere being a few centimeters away from colliding with everyone, a mysterious hooded warrior was able to hold all those present with a dimensional portal. It was able to move quickly to an inhospitable place of all the 12 universes because the interaction was in a few milliseconds. Even the creation of Grand Priest was not able to be noticed in what happened. I have finished the first step in the new plan that my creator has. Now I must go to the hidden one that has informed me. The creation of Grand Priest would go at a great speed of the entire Universe 7. Meanwhile, on the golden platform, Goku would wake up, but the moment he did, he would realize that he had in front of him his son Goten in the Ultra Instinct. Father, please control all your power. You are the salvation of all this. We trust you, Father. You are the most powerful Saiyan of the 12 universes. Goku would hug his son tightly, but Goten would disappear in a golden glow. Due to this, Goku would concentrate, being able to dominate the divine energy 100%, like the most primitive state of the Saiyans. Thanks to this, he would have the perfect balance, starting to have a transition. A new transformation would give birth to entire golden platform. The entire golden platform was illuminated with a great golden glow, because on this occasion, an immense pair would even be able to make this great power belong to Goku, the new warrior in achieving the Silver Ultra Instinct, a power that was said that only beings of better lineage were able to achieve. However, Goku, thanks to the training of the Grand Priestess, would achieve that new state.
Wow, the power that I feel runs through my whole body is amazing. I can't believe I already have all this great power, but I won't give up. I have to be able to become much more powerful. Mikoshin, I know that Grand Priest is your son, but I can't forgive what he has done to me, so I plan to end his existence. You don't have to worry, because for that same reason I have trained you. I can't allow someone of my lineage to plan to destroy all that it has cost us to maintain, since the true creator god is Zorad, the father of Zeno. That is interesting. So apparently the great Zeno is just a child at the moment, so it is much easier to understand the reason why his character is childish. You are right, Goku. My little Zeno has not yet been able to reach his maturity age. At that very moment, he is still like a child, but from what we have been able to notice, Grand Priest tries to destroy everything created, and even wants to manipulate Zeno to keep all his power. Although Grand Priest is my first and only son, I can't allow what he has planned to do, so for that reason we have decided to save you and grant you training beyond a god, since our spiritual energy is about to fade away. Fade away? I don't understand what you say. Are you going to die? We should have died billions of years ago, but we have been able to save some of our spiritual energy on the golden platform in case a threat of this caliber was able to appear. And with the little energy we have left, we will give to you so that you are able to save everything created. Please, Goku, take care of both universes and protect my little Zeno. We will grant you all the power we still have, since we do not want this power to be lost. We prefer that you become much more powerful with our powers. We trust you, Son Goku. The power of the legendary Silver Ultra Instinct runs through your veins. The mother of Zeno-sama, along with the Grand Priestess, held her hands, creating a great weight.
Because of this, her bodies began to fade completely. Then that sphere of energy would enter Goku's body. Due to this new power, Goku would fall on his knees, while his whole body began to irradiate multiple rays of energy, just like blood was released all around him. Damn, the power you have been able to grant me is of another level. I cannot believe the power that both had, but I will not let you down. Goku, despite the pain that ran through his whole body, would manage to get into a meditation pose, while on an inhospitable planet of the two universes, a hooded man would drop all the warriors who were on the planet of the god Beerus, being exiled by Goten and Gohan, who had previously been recruited by the mysterious warrior. Ouch, my body hurts too much. I did not think that the power of a Nibiru between a Saiyan and an angel was so catastrophic. We have to do something before it's too late. It's the first time they've given me a beating of this caliber, but I agree with Whis. We have to be able to become much more powerful. The god Beerus, despite having multiple wounds all over his body, would not return to his base state, while his gaze was of absolute anger. But before anyone else is able to speak, Beerus would put himself in a meditation pose, just like all the air around him became much more tense due to the power that invaded the whole body of the god Beerus. Apparently Beerus is upset. Apparently it's the first time they humiliate him that way. But I still don't understand why Grand Priest would do something like that. From a great aura, the hooded man would appear in front of all those present, releasing an amazing power, leaving everyone amazed, because the energy it released was not ordinary mortal energy at all. It was an energy that even exceeded the divine limit, and this would only be noticed by Whis, because the energy it released was even much denser than the energy released by his father, Grand Priest. I appreciate that you have saved us, but we definitely must know who you are, since your essence even exceeds that of a priest angel. Therefore, your power is dozens of times higher than that of us angels and gods. How deductive you turned out to be, Angel Whis. But you are right, my power exceeds his miserable power by dozens of times. But just like you, I was also a simple mortal, so I have asked myself, if a mortal like me was able to achieve this great power, what power would you be able to achieve deities like you? It will be better if you explain yourself in a better way and tell us your miserable identity. Since I do not care that you have saved me, you must have a reason to help us, or much more importantly, you need us for something. As always, Vegeta, your despair is your biggest weakness. For that same reason, my father, Son Goku, was always able to overcome you. You will not stop being number 2 if you continue with that stupid thought. All those present were surprised to learn that the warrior in front of them was a new son of Son Goku. The warrior would let everyone see his face, realizing that his appearance was that of a Saiyan. Gohan and Goten, do not worry. Although I may be your half-brother, on the other hand, I am none of you. I know you must be very happy. Very confusing, but my father is a Goku, although not of this timeline. I come from a different timeline. Wow, I didn't expect that. But what kind of power should Goku have in his timeline so that you have power even much higher than the power of Denshin Ken? My father sacrificed himself for me and for our entire macrocosm. We do not know what caused our multiverse to implode completely, but before everything was eliminated, my father was able to transmit all his power and send me to the timeline responsible for everything that happened. His last words were, "Bardock, you are my firstborn. You are the Saiyan who will take care of the entire macrocosm. Return to normality. We trust you. A very negative entity is contaminating even alternate timelines. My Yoda from that timeline is very powerful, but it is about to die. I trust you, Bardock." Those were my father's last words. Since I arrived to this timeline, I have been training all the power he has given me. But when I felt that the power of all of you began to diminish, I went as fast as I could. Vegeta would take a step forward while his gaze was of absolute determination. That damn Denshin Ken worm is even involving many more timelines. We cannot allow this to continue. If the Kakarot of your timeline has sent you to this place, that means you must have a plan. Or am I wrong? Your despair is your greatest weak point. But like Whis, the ability with which you conclude in each of the situations is amazing. You are in the right place. The last thing we could investigate with the help of Mirrors was that an ancient and very evil entity is corrupting all divine energy beings of the highest level. Wait a minute. You told me Mirrors. It is not possible that Mirrors is alive. Mirrors has died thousands of years ago. He was the first genie of Denshin Ken and our elder brother, the prodigy angel. I know what Meris's story is, since he was my master, but even in this timeline, Meris is still alive. Since after that mission against the demon gods, Meris did not die, but since those times, the energy that lay outside the universe began to control the deities. Since Denshin Ken himself ended the lives of the other supreme angels, leaving only Meris alive. That guy would go on a battle bus while a great aura was released all around the place. My father has been able to cause both universes to be in great chaos, but I will not let you speak ill of him, since my father would never be able to end the life of one of his own children. I am sure of this. I knew you wouldn't believe me, but what do you think if we better go to the dimension in which he lives, since that event, Meris never returned to the 18 universes? Bardock opens a portal to a dimension completely unknown to the warriors. However, everyone would enter, although having their guard up. After a few seconds, a great white glow would leave them without vision. However, with a few quick movements, all the warriors would fall to the ground, completely neutralized. The moment the warriors regained their sight, they managed to see a being identical to Whis, but with different features. Who are you? I don't know how on earth you have been able to find my dimension, but if you don't want to die, it will be better if you leave in this very place. While Meris was in battle pose, he would recognize his brother Whis, being very surprised. Due to this, he would lower his power, allowing
all those present to move freely. Dear brother, so after all this time you were still alive. I can't believe it. I'm really sorry for invading your personal space, but I didn't think you'd stay alive." Whis would hug his older brother, since Maris, despite being his older brother, was his first teacher. Thanks to Maris, Whis is considered the most powerful angel among the two angels. "Whis, what are you supposed to be doing here? I never thought I'd see you again, dear brother. I must confess that I am also very surprised, since I thought that what that Saiyan said were pure lies, but everything has been true. We were able to locate you." "What did you say? Did that guy there know my location? That's impossible." Bardock began to take a few steps towards where both angels were. However, Maris would move at great speed all around, trying to confuse his enemy, attacking him from his blind spot. However, being a few centimeters away from hitting him, Bardock's body would become intangible. Due to this, Maris's fist would go long, hitting him nothing. He would only feel a hand on his shoulder, taking a great distance. What is this warrior? He has been able to read my movements completely. I can't believe it, since even my power has increased greatly over millions of years. I'm sure that even for Grand Priest it's complicated to follow my speed. Yes, you try. You want to know how powerful I am to even discover your location? But you will not achieve anything, since my power exceeds your power by a lot. You have a good speed and excellent reflexes, but from that to being able to overcome me, I doubt it a lot, since I'm an angel. And for your information, before Maris is able to finish his sentence, he will be interrupted by Bardock, the most powerful angel of all the 18 universes. Yes, I know, Maris, but even though you are considered a prodigy among the 18 angels, you will not be able to defeat me. Maris was amazed, because the subject in front of him knew what he should do. Due to this, Maris would get into battle pose, while multiple thoughts passed through his mind. Is this subject able to read the mind? Can he see the future? Would it be the only way he managed to dodge my blow and know what I was going to say? That must be. No matter what you think, you will not be able to do anything against me, since I know all and every one of your movements, Maris. But if you want to check my words, you can attack me. I can tell that you are very confident, but that in a warrior can also be his perdition. So at this very moment, I will lower that ego. Maris, a little irritated by the arrogance of the warrior in front of him, threw himself against him. But to everyone's surprise, Bardock was able to dodge all and every one of his blows, leaving Maris surprised, because in these thousands of years, he had perfected his combat body to body. But before, the warrior he had in front of him was nothing more than a simple worm. Because of this, Maris took a little distance while he organized his thoughts. This cannot be happening, since if a simple mortal has power, I cannot imagine the power he must have in Hinkon. His power must be catastrophic. I know your head is not able to understand the power you have in front of you, but you have nothing to worry about, since although it has not been so long, I want to thank you, Master, since I have all this power thanks to you. Or rather, I know how to fight thanks to you, since my father gave me all this power. The words of the subject left Maris very confused. Because of this, Bardock, the son of Goku, would explain everything that happened in his dimension, and how he had been trained by the most powerful angel of all the 18 universes, by Maris. Wow, I did not expect this. So in an alternate timeline, I have been the master of this child? For that reason, you knew everything in each of my movements, but I am proud that my disciple is so powerful. Meanwhile, on the golden platform, Goku managed to control and dominate all the power of the priestess Mikoshin and the mother of Zeno-sama. Because of this, Goku would stand up while a gust of wind had been released all around him. That burst of energy contained so much power that this time, the golden platform was destroyed in 1,000 pieces, leaving Goku floating in the vast universe. I have been able to dominate the power of the Silver Ultra Instinct, but since I released my power at this moment, I feel that I am not able to return to my base state, although it is not that I care much, so in this way I will stay for the rest of my life. I have to know what Benshin Khan is trying to do, since otherwise,
Everything that Mikoshin and the mother of Zeno-sama have done for me will be in vain. It is time to start with this that should never have started. Goku would concentrate, trying to feel the power of his friends, but it was impossible for him because they were in an alternate dimension. For this reason, Goku's rage was great by imagining that all his friends had died. I don't care, but at this very moment, I plan to end the lives of all those bastards. I do not plan to go to hell alone. Those bastards will come with me. Goku would move from the golden platform, or rather from what was left of the platform. Goku, at an incredible speed, began to move around the cosmos, managing to reach the planet of Zeno-sama in a matter of a few seconds. But Goku, without waiting for someone to come out to receive him, would carry a great sphere of power in his hands. This power is worth the lives of all my friends. I will not forgive that you have killed him as if they were simple scum. So die, damned bastards. Goku's power contained in his hands began to incline around him. Due to this, the entire Zeno-sama palace began to be destroyed. Goku, without thinking twice, would throw his great attack against the planet of Zeno-sama. The incredible attack, a few meters away from colliding with the planet, Tenshinkan, with a big kick, would manage to deflect the incredible attack of Goku. However, the price to pay was high, since his leg was pulverized by the contact of Goku's energy. That attack was deflected towards the atmosphere of the entire planet of Zeno-sama, generating a great explosion all around him. Wow, so you've been able to withstand one of my attacks, but I would like to see if you are able to continue in battle with one leg less. I don't know how the hell you are alive. If I was able to realize how you died, even your soul had to be disintegrated so that you don't have the strength to reborn. But that does not interest me at this moment, since right now I will end you.
Or rather, my own creation will end your miserable life. In the great palace of Tenshinkan, a new warrior begins to appear. A warrior who even cuts the air where he moves. The warrior was able to kill Whis and Vados, despite the fact that both have accepted a new power. So you've been able to survive, Goku, but I'm not interested in knowing how you did it. At this very moment, I, Dian, will end your existence. Apparently, you have been created from my blood, and you are a hybrid, since I can feel the energy of an angel. But it does not matter what you are still a simple worm. The power of both began to collide in a great way, so much so that they managed to crack the entire cosmos, even opening multiple dimensional cracks. So much was the power of both that their powers were perceived by deities of the Universe 7, despite being in another dimension. Wow, it's amazing power. It's Kakaroto's power. I cannot believe that his power is able to get to this place. We are supposed to be in another dimension. And how have you been able to survive if I witnessed how your heart stopped beating? I agree with you, Mr. Vegeta. Son Goku had died, but in this short period of time, he has been able to achieve incredible power. The power that is releasing that warrior is amazing. I do not understand what has happened, but I know you need my help. But we also need the help of that powerful subject, so I will bring him to this place. Meru, without waiting for them to tell him something, would disappear from the place. For his part, in the kingdom of Zeno-sama, the pressure of both warriors collided in a great way, generating destruction everywhere. However, seconds before starting his incredible final battle, in the middle of the battlefield, a portal was created, appearing the angel of Meru, leaving Ben Shinkai amazed. What? How is it possible that you are in this place? You were eradicated by the demonic gods, so disappear from this place, miserable cheap copy. I do not have time. Son Goku, your friends are in my dimension. We need your power, so do not lose your life in this place. Come with me, and let's solve all this. I will not let them escape, so die. Lightning Destroyer Dragon. An incredible dragon with hundreds of lightning around him began to approach Goku and Meru. Because of this, Goku would quickly take a step forward, connecting a power of much greater power. I return it to you, destroying dragon of the god Sashayana. Goku's blow was dozens of times stronger than his opponent's fist. For this reason, the dragon would take the direction of Ben Shinkai and his creation, generating an incredible explosion while Meru and Goku were marching towards their dimension. After a few minutes, the explosion would cease, managing to observe Ben Shinkai and his creation. This is getting more and more interesting, but we have to prepare. We must discover all the power of that miserable dwarf. But even though he has the mind of a child, he does not stop resisting the suction of my power. You are strong, Son Goku. Next time, I will beat you with a single blow. Thank you for watching.